Oh, hello there. Welcome back. Haven't seen you for a year, literally. I hope that 2024, all your dreams and wishes come true. But out of the starting blocks, if you don't own a helmet, a mouthguard and seat belts, I suggest you get some because 2024 is going to be a rough year. And 2023 is going to look like a walk in the park. Things are heating up all over the show. So today's recording is not going to be hopefully that long, so I'm just going to do a brief recap of things that happened the last few days in and around us, and things that's got a big effect on every one of us. So let's start off Africa. Oh yes, our lovely continent. I don't know how many of you know of the happenings in Nigeria, where some of the Islam northern part of Nigeria is mostly Islam, and the southern part is more commonly known as a Christian area. But some of the northern factions, the Islam factions, attacked Christians, especially in churches and the villages on Christmas. And a few hundred people were killed, yet the international media don't blink an eye about it. So I reckon when it comes to the killing of Christians, suppose it's okay then. No one cares. Europe, absolute mess. Look at the tension going on in the UK, Germany, Belgium, Holland, Spain, Italy, you name it, with all the immigrants coming from Africa. Once again, the majority of them is Islam. And let me just make it sure that, let me just get out of the way, this recording is not about attacking Islam, it is just highlighting some fact. And I want to give a warning to Islam, not a threatening one, but a friendly one. And just the day before Christmas, I was visiting a good friend of ours and his family, and we were sitting in the pool, and his brother that stays in Lyon in France phoned, and we had a nice chat, and we teased him and said, yeah, we are having such a lovely day here and we're sitting in the pool, what are you doing? Freezing your butt off. And he said no, he was looking out the window from where he was staying, that is overlooking a church, and you could see that the French military was patrolling the churches. And the reason why the French military was posted at various churches is to protect the churches over Christmas from possible, Islamic attacks. So that was quite surprising to find that out. And on a one-on-one conversation, things are not really healthy. There's a lot of tension that is not mentioned in the mainstream media, or we don't get it. And things are really heating up. Yeah. Other news, Yemen taking on the rest in the Red Sea, to such a point that, and I mentioned it in the previous recording we did, of some of the major container or shipping companies are now diverting the cargo around the Cape of Good Hope because of the tension going on with Yemen. Red Sea, we've got the United States with the battle fleet moving in there. We've got the Indian Navy also reacting to this as one of their cargo ships was attacked. And some of the ships were taken on the same basis as they do in Somalia. These ships were just taking, basically hijacked off the sea, pirates, and they're keeping the occupants, or those who the sailors they are keeping hostage, and the ship and cargo as well. So things are warming up badly, and with the tension with Turkey is groaning, all the Islam states is groaning. We've got the continuous tension going on in the Gaza and in Israel. So things are coming to a boiling point. And I don't know for how long the status quo is going to last before the pot falls over, and it is very, very close. Closer to home, not that long ago, we had Boko Haram, also an Islam group, militant group, being very, very active in Mozambique, in the northern side, and South African troops, mostly members from the 5 Reconnaissance Unit, responded to this, and not much is said, but we hopefully that those areas are stable. South Africa has got a history, little history with Boko Haram, and I think if you could remember the time when there were 200 plus girls that were taken hostage by Boko Haram in Nigeria, as the world were just onlookers. One of the old South African private companies, I'm not going to mention their names, were activated, and squish squash, they were sorted out in a flash, and the girls were rescued. So yeah, another thing as well, if you just go through all our news networks and the concerns of all those foreigners, the influx into South Africa and where they come from, many concerns are raised. We've even got a political party parading there with the battalion of 2 people, our borders, to curb the influx of foreigners coming. I think you need more than just 2 people in shirts to do that. But if that makes your go-kart go faster, then so be it. So yeah, the things are really, really warming up. So this is my friendly warning to Islam. And it's not to threaten you or anything. I'm telling you this out of goodwill. And when it comes to the world and the powers, it's going to take a lot more than a few RPGs and AK-47s to topple these acts. It's not what you see, it's what you don't see. It's the weaponry and what they don't have. And I believe, for one, if you are the followers of certain elements and their vision, it is total satanic in anyone's view, or anyone's got a normal functioning brain, of the population that must be gunned, according to all these intellectuals. There's too many people on this planet. So I think, folks, I'm speaking especially to the Islam people, your emotions is going to cost you a lot. And I think what these evil people are doing is they are busy with a little thing called entrapment. They are setting you up in a way, and once the world gives their nod, they are going to try and wipe you from the face of this planet. So what is entrapment? And I'm going to read it to you, just to say you can use that to apply to see what is going on in this world. This is my view and a few other people's view. Use it, don't use it, it's up to you. So the thing is, how do you describe entrapment? Meaning of entrapment in English: the act of causing someone to do something they would not usually do by tricking them. For example, the police have been accused of using entrapment to bring charges against a suspect. You are being set up. This is a fact. They are playing with your emotions, and at this time your emotions are running over. And this is what they want. You are being entrapped. You are the gun fodder. You are going to come second. Doesn't matter what you tell yourself. or you believe, you will come second. Once again, when it comes to these big military forces, it's not what you see, it's what you don't see. And a lot of military people might disagree with me, but we don't know what is being developed behind the scenes. And if you ask my personal opinion, is the stuff they are blowing at and using in Ukraine and these various areas is old stock. It's stuff that is written off, that is in their eyes not applicable anymore, or such a grade that it's basically become worthless to them. And we don't know what they've got up their sleeve, but I'm intent on it's going to be horrific, and I don't want to be on the receiving end of that. But the science has been there for a long time. Can it be stopped? I hope so. But now I'm going to speak to our South Africans, and especially our patriots. Now, patriot, you're not a patriot of the country if you're just born in this country. There's many famous people that were born in South Africa, but they turned their back on South Africa. Just two examples, Elon Musk and the old blonde little poppy there from Hollywood, that actress Charlize Theron. They're South Africans, but they actually despise South Africa. They are not patriots. But funny, all over social media, as you'll find these oaks now, all of a sudden they're patriots and they love their birth country and they want you to invest in this scheme and that scam and wara wara. And I should be very, very wary of this if I was you. It's not about patriotism, it's about money. And just be very, very aware of what's going on. And these oaks, they are the people behind the scenes that is running the puppet show. So a nice definition of what's a patriot. Patriotism, let me describe it for you, the real meaning of patriot. Patriotism is the feeling of love, devotion, and the sense of attachment to a country or state. This attachment can be a combination of different feelings for such as language of one's homeland and its ethnic, cultural, political or historical aspect. I'm going to play you a small little video now. I was actually looking for this video, little TikTok video, and this is the rise of Singapore. And I'm so glad someone forwarded it to me. So I'm going to share this with you. And look at the value of this. And after that, we're going to talk a bit more. Enjoy.
Singapore has gone from being a third world country to a first world country. I'm going to share with you the secret of Singapore's success free of charge. If you implement this secret formula, your country will succeed. And I capture the secret formula with the acronym in English, MPH. The M stands for meritocracy. Meritocracy means that you select the best people to run the country. And what brings many countries down, especially in the third world, is that when it comes to selecting the finance minister or the economics minister, they will give their jobs to their brothers, their cousins, their uncles, their relatives, and not to the best people. The second pillar is P, and P stands for pragmatism. But the best definition of pragmatism was given by China's leader, Mr. Deng Xiaoping. It doesn't matter whether a cat is black or a cat is white. If the cat catches mice, it is a good cat. So in the same way, it doesn't matter what your ideology is. If it works, you use it. You're not bound by any ideology. But the third pillar, the H, is of course the hardest to achieve, because H stands for honesty. And indeed, what has brought most third world countries down has been corruption. And so Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, after he became Prime Minister, made it a point to punish not the junior people, but the very senior people. And that's the formula for Singapore's success.
Right. Now, I could not say it better. there is a whole lot of wisdom in those few words. And if there is a recipe for success for our country, we can find it just there. I've listened to many folks, and being like a sponge, take a lot in and just let the necessary come out that I think is worthy. And one of the things I've picked up is a few engineers, and these are brilliant people. Some of them come from South Africa, but because of the color of their skin, there was not a future for them, so they left for bigger and better shores, and which is a good thing, because these engineers were exposed to bigger and better ideas when it comes to the generating of electricity. And all of them know the systems, what is going on in South Africa. And the good news is basically all of them sing the same tune. And their words is simple, that with the right strategy and the right people, real good engineers, which they are, they can turn the load shedding or the electricity problem currently in South Africa around in 3 months. 3 months. This is it. Sorted. End of story. No more load shedding. And by using these people, skills, we can push up our electricity grid beyond our dreams, even supporting the rest of Africa. These is the people that know how to do it. They've got the skills, they've got the experience, they've got the qualifications to do it. And along the way, they picked up a lot of friends that will come and help them. So is there hope? Absolutely, there is hope for us. The thing is, we as patriots, the true patriots of this country, people that feel bound to this country by birth, our ethnic values, our cultures, we need to rise. The only reason or the only way that we can resolve this is not a political solution. Political has proven to be a massive failure in Africa. It doesn't work. We need to return once again to our tribal status. We need our tribal senate ASAP. No one is going to come and save us. The tribals did not or do not have any agreements, as far as I know, with all these companies that is ransacking and plundering and stealing all the minerals out of the ground in South Africa, but the politicians do. So I urge you to speak to your tribal elders, to waken them up. Say, boys, it is time to put the emotions aside. Let's look at this logically. Let's look at the cards that was dealt on the table. If we're not going to step up soon, we're going to be lost forever. We have little political leaders. I'm not going to call him, or for that matter her, by name. But those people is speaking down on the tribals. They have no respect. Hell, they don't even have respect for elders when it comes to looting a certain bank, and the goggles is sitting in the streets with nothing. It's all about power. It's all about money. We are being sold out. It's not about you and me. To them we are useless. But it's about what's in the ground. And as I said in the previous program, now with the discovery, with the two massive oil fields, which the one around the Cape area is considered the biggest oil field ever to be discovered. The stakes just grew, and one can just wonder and think what deals are being cut in the background. All of a sudden, after this news broke, we've got moonshot pacts, and this one is affiliated with that one, and at the end of the day, we, the citizens, we're going to stay the losers of it all. And these so-called criminal elites is going to walk away with the prize money, and we're going to be left in the dark. So think about it. And for the last weekend, for most of you, before you return to the salt pits on Monday, enjoy your last weekend, and from Monday we will carry on, and we will start digging deeper, and things will really heat up. So enjoy your last few days. We will see you soon. And for those who have subscribed to our channel, thank you very, very much. The numbers are growing. So once again, I urge you to please, it doesn't cost you a cent, but it helps with the building of the channel and the promotion of this channel, is to please like it. It takes you literally a second, just that little icon, just like it. And if you don't mind, open-minded people, share it with them. And please subscribe to our channel, and it makes the numbers grow. So it's all about algorithm, and the more likes and shares and subscription we get, the more this channel will be shared. If you see things the way you see it, the way I or we see it, and it's all about us. My vision is to get rid of politicians, to bring a whole new system, a system that works for us, into place. That is the big vision. And if this is your first time that you've seen this channel, please go back. I think there's another 12 programs. This is building up. So once again, I'm going to ask you, please share it, like it, subscribe. Remember your little bell icon. Make sure that you get all the content as they're available. And you're going to have a lovely weekend, and good luck for Monday. It is like going to a principal's office after you've made a mess, and that feeling I know very well. So hang in there. Let's get it done. Ciao.